6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says government will make all-out efforts to provide resources to create employment opportunities for youth. President has underlined need for creating mass awareness about non-communicable diseases and active role of all stakeholders. The United States has acknowledged that there are significant opportunities to enhance bilateral trade with Pakistan. Pakistan and Hungary have signed 3 memoranda of understanding to enhance bilateral cooperation in different sectors. Pakistan has called for just solution of Palestine and Kashmir issues in line with the United Nations Security Council resolutions. The 12th match of Pakistan Super League is being played between Islamabad United and Peshawar Zalmi at Karachi today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif distributed checks among the youth under PM Youth Loan Scheme in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister also launched free Lancer card in collaboration with the Bank of Punjab. Speaking on the occasion, Shehbaz Sharif assured the youth that the government will make all-out efforts to provide resources to them for generating employment opportunities. The Prime Minister said government has decided to follow austerity drive in order to divert funds for the development of the youth. He said 100,000 laptops will also be distributed among the youth on merit. A 9-member United States Senate delegation led by Senator Charles Schumer called on Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in Islamabad today. Matters pertaining to mutual interest were discussed in the meeting. President Dr. Arif Alvi has underlined the need for creating mass awareness about non-communicable diseases and active role of all stakeholders, including political leadership and media in this regard. Addressing a conference in Peshawar today, the President said most of the diseases, including cancer, are non-communicable and we can save precious lives by early diagnosing and treatment. He suggested that special programs should be aired and broadcast on media, especially during morning shows, for public awareness about communicable and non-communicable diseases for a healthy and prosperous society. President Arif Alvi has accorded approval to Finance Supplementary Bill 2023. The approval has been given in accordance with Article 75 of the Constitution. The bill envisages additional taxes and duties of 170 billion rupees to meet the understanding reached with the International Monetary Fund for the extended fund facility. Commerce Minister Syed Naveed Qamar has said that IT sector is playing a key role in enhancing exports of the country. Talking to Pak American IT entrepreneurs and professionals via Zoom meeting at Pakistan's embassy in Washington, he said the goal of enhancing Pakistan's exports would remain elusive without facilitating the IT sector. Participants of the meeting presented various suggestions aimed at ensuring a conducive environment for the growth of IT sector in the country and also for strengthening Pak-US trade ties, especially in the IT and tech sector. They also suggested establishing a consulate in San Francisco to serve as IT hub for Pakistani professionals and area experts. US Special Representative for Commercial and Business Affairs Dilawar Saeed has said there are significant opportunities to enhance bilateral trade between Pakistan and the United States. He made the remarks during a meeting with Commerce Minister Syed Naveed Qamar in Washington. Matters pertaining to Pak-US bilateral trade, foreign direct investments in Pakistan, and business operation of the US companies working in the country were discussed during the meeting. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has signed 3 memorandum of understanding with his Hungarian counterpart, consolidating cooperation in various areas including sports, diplomatic academies, and education between Pakistan and Hungary. In a series of tweets, the Foreign Minister said MOU in education has made Pakistan the largest recipient of Hungary scholarships, increasing it to 400 Pakistani students annually to study in Hungarian universities. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said he successfully concluded first ever official visit as any Pakistani foreign minister to Budapest. He said Pakistan and Hungary will continue to work in strengthening bilateral ties. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistan has called for just solution of Palestine and Kashmir issues in line with the United Nations Security Council resolutions. At her weekly news briefing in Islamabad today, Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch, while commenting on the recent violence in the West Bank, said, "We condemn all acts that lead to the killing of innocent civilians, including in occupied Palestinian territories." The spokesperson said Pakistan's position on Palestine is consistent and will support a comprehensive approach for resolution of Palestinian question. The spokesperson said Pakistan remains concerned at the ongoing human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. She said Pakistan will continue to raise its voice against grave human rights violations in the occupied territory. She said we will also continue to extend political, diplomatic and moral support to our Kashmiri brothers and sisters for the just and peaceful settlement of Jammu and Kashmir dispute in accordance with the UN Security Council resolutions. When asked about the US State Department Counselor Derek Chollet's recent statement regarding Pakistan-China relations, the spokesperson said Pakistan, being a sovereign state, exercises the right to choose its economic partners from around the globe on mutually beneficial basis. Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said Pakistan considers China as an all-weather strategic cooperative partner. China has been a consistent, generous and steadfast friend that has stood by Pakistan for the last several decades. She said Pakistani nation is proud of its friendship with China, which has always came to Pakistan's assistance when was needed. To a question, the spokesperson said Pakistan and Afghanistan have been discussing all aspects of cooperation to confront the terrorism that emanates from Kabul. About Russia-Ukraine conflict, Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said Pakistan believes that peace and dialogue are important in resolution of this conflict as well. Incarcerated All Parties Hurriyat Conference Chairman Masarat Alam Butt has said Indian military is using rape as a weapon of war to humiliate the Kashmiri people and break their resolve for freedom from India's illegal occupation. In a message from New Delhi's infamous Tihar jail on the completion of 32 years of Kunanpushpura mass rape tragedy, he said Indian troops are involved in heinous war crimes under the protection of draconian law, armed forces, special powers. The APHC chairman urged international human rights organizations to take practical steps to provide justice to the victims of the mass rape tragedy. Indian troops had gang raped around 100 women of all ages from 8 to 80 years old on the night of February the 23rd in 1991 during a siege and search operation in Kunanpushpura in Kupwara district. All Parties Hurriyat Conference Azad Jammu Kashmir chapter organized a protest demonstration outside the Indian High Commission in Islamabad today to mark the 32nd anniversary of despicable acts of mass rape of Kashmiri women carried out by the Indian occupation forces in Kupwara in 1991. People belonging to different walks of life participated in the protest demonstration. Speaking on the occasion, the leaders of APHC regretted that despite the passage of many decades, the victim women are still awaiting justice. They demanded of the international community to come forward for the protection of rights of Kashmiri people. The first semi-final of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup against India at Cape Town, Australia was 6 for no loss in first over a short while ago. Australia won the toss and chose to bat. The 12th match of Pakistan Super League is being played between Islamabad United and Peshawar Zalmi at Karachi today. The match will start at 7 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while cold in hilly areas during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.